when it comes to losing weight, right, the path that most people will take year after year after year after year is jumping on diet after diet after diet after diet. And what tends to happen is you lose a wee bit of weight when you do your diet. Cool, amazing, feels brilliant. But then the diet goes tits up after 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks if you make it long enough. It goes a bit tits up and you fall off track. And then ultimately you regain all your weight, maybe gain an extra couple of pounds on top, and you maybe repeat that 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 times in the year. And then what happens is over the course of the whole year, overall, you've gained maybe 3 or 4 pounds. Not a lot, not loads, right? It doesn't seem like a massive amount. So everyone's like, oh, that's cool, I'll lose that next year. So you start the whole process again. You jump back into another diet, and then the same process happens. And then by the end of the year, you've gained another 2 or 3 pounds. So, you know, when we start to accumulate that year upon year upon year, you're just gaining weight every year that you get older, all right? And then it gets to a point that you and I end up having a conversation where you're telling me, oh man, I hopped on the scales this morning and I'm the heaviest I've ever been, all right? And you just get to this point where you're like, fuck, how did this happen? All right, and it's not happened overnight, it's taken time, it's accumulated over time. So here's my challenge for you, man. Instead of going on diets, all right, because I get it, man. The logic would tell you, I need to lose weight, I need to go on a diet, right? Okay, let's just stop the bus for a wee second. Here's my challenge for you, all right? Instead of going on a diet where you think about completely overhauling your whole life and absolutely changing everything and going out and destroying yourself with loads of cardio and like doing whatever the hell you think you need to do to lose weight, instead of doing that, let's pick one thing this month, just one thing. So my recommendation would be water, all right? And hear me out on this. My recommendation would be to go and just drink water and just make this whole month, make it your absolute focus to drink 3 litres of water every single day. All right, that sounds like a lot, man, and for most people that will be a lot. All right, so if you've got a really active job, put that up a bit, take it up to 3.5, maybe 4 litres. But make sure you're keeping your salts up to date with your food as well. Make sure you add the salt in your food. But that's a different thing. But just make sure you're drinking loads of water. All right, just get as much water down you as you possibly can. Now, why am I saying that? All right. Imagine just for a second if you were to create a new habit every single month over the course of a year, all right? So if I say to you, right, every month, I don't want you to focus on losing weight, I don't want you to focus on diets, I don't want you to focus on crazy exercise, I just want you to pick one thing every month and make that your focus. Now, most people would say, nah, too slow, man, I need to lose weight really, really quickly. But let's look at it logically. Over the course of the year, if you picked up one new habit every single month that was like of a health benefit for you, over the course of the year, that's 12 new habits, which if you were to sustain those new habits, they're going to do you the world of good over the long term. Whereas most people think that's too slow, so they jump on a diet and they fail, and they jump on a diet and they fail because they want it right now. But what happens at the end of 12 months? You've not got any new habits, you've not got any new behaviours, and you're worse off than you were before. But if you were to just concentrate on crushing one habit every month for the whole year, and then at the end of the year, you've got 12 brand new habits that are going to benefit your health, I guarantee you're probably going to be in a much better position, weight-wise, health-wise, well-being-wise, than you were before you started. And if you were to look back over all the attempts that you've made over the years, where you've tried and you've failed, and you've tried and you've failed, would you trade all of that to just have 1 year where you absolutely crushed 12 brand new habits that put you in the position that you wanted to be in? I'm thinking you probably would, all right? So here's my challenge for this month. Just drink as much water as you possibly can. Aim for 3 litres every single day. All right, so as soon as you wake up, start drinking water. When you're sitting at your dinner, drink water. When you're sitting at your lunch, drink water. When you're sitting at your desk at work, drink water. Just make sure you're drinking water constantly. Now, what's the benefit of this going to be? Well, first and foremost, your body's made up of mostly water, so you kind of fucking need it, all right? You can last quite a long time without food. You could last a day or two without water, and then you would die. Pretty much says it all, all right? So make sure you're drinking plenty of water. It helps to kind of get your metabolism working properly. It helps to clear brain fog. It helps to make you feel good. Water's just good, man. Just make sure you're drinking plenty of it. Now, here's the added benefit. I don't want you to start doing this and go, right, that's it, I'm drinking more water. I'm also going to cut out carbs. And I'm also going to start running. And I'm going to stop drinking. And I'm going to stop doing this. But don't do that, because then you're trying to do too much at once. And if you've already failed at loads of different diets, because you've tried to change everything all at once, it's probably just a wee bit too overwhelming. All right, so let's focus on this one thing. Now, here's the kicker. All right, here's where this gets really good. When you start focusing on drinking more water, when you're drinking more water every single day, naturally, you're going to notice that you'll probably start decreasing the amount of sugary drinks that you're having because you're focusing on drinking more water. So that means that you're going to save on calories from the sugary drinks, all right? Which means you're going to probably start to lose a little bit of weight, right? And I know what you're going to say, but I only drink sugar-free drink. Cool, fair enough, man. If you only drink sugar-free drinks, awesome. So here's an interesting stat about people that drink sugar-free drinks. Because you drink sugar-free drinks and they're low calorie or no calorie, you then think you can eat more food because you're not taking on any calories from your drinks, so you start to eat a bit more food. Interesting that, right? So that's why you then end up seeing people that are ordering Diet Coke and drinking Diet Coke all the time, but they're still gaining weight. It's probably because they're eating more food. All right, anyway, I digress. So by drinking more water, you'll probably start drinking less sugary drinks, right? You'll drink less coffees, less like Coca-Cola, Iron Brew, Red Bull, all that kind of stuff, all right? And I know you're going to say, I need Red Bull to give me the energy through the day. No, you fucking don't, man. Go and drink more water and watch what happens. Guaranteed you'll start to notice you're feeling more energetic. In addition to that, you'll probably notice that you're starting to eat less food through the day as well, in between meals, because you'll not be as hungry, because you're loading yourself up with loads of water, all right? So that's two massive benefits, and from that on its own, you'll probably notice that you start losing a bit of weight. Then in addition to that, you'll probably start to reduce your alcohol intake just a wee bit, because, well, you'll not really need it through the week, man, because you're feeling good, you're drinking loads of water. You can still have a couple of beers at weekend, whatever, but you'll probably naturally start to reduce other things as well without consciously thinking about it, all right? So therefore, you're getting massive benefits just from that one habit alone, right? But if you do this every single day for the rest of this month, not only will you feel all those benefits, your body will then start to retain water a lot less as well, so you'll not be feeling as puffy, you'll not be looking as bloated, and you'll naturally start to lose weight anyway because your body's not holding on to as much water, all right? So there's like a bazillion benefits to this, all right? But if you can just do this every single day for this month, and then at the end of the month, add on something else, all right? So when we get to April, maybe you'll start saying, oh, do you know what, man, I'm going to start going walking every single day as well, all right? And then you'll maybe add in walking. If you're already walking every day, you'll maybe look and say, oh, do you know what, man, I'm going to go and join a gym, or like whatever it is, but add in a new habit then at the end of that month. And if you just did this every single month for the rest of this year, that'd be 10 brand new habits you'd have by the time the year comes to an end. And I'm willing to fucking bet my house that you'd be in a much better position, health, mentality-wise, everything-wise, than you are right now, all right? So, listen, if you're going to take part in this challenge, man, give me a little hell yes in the chat down below. Let me know that you're going to take part, because that way I can then help to keep you accountable. I can check in maybe midway through the month and see where you're at, all right? So, just give me a hell yes in the chat if you're going to take part in this wee challenge. Let me know how it's going for you, or let me know like what it is you're going to, how you're going to start this. Like, my biggest recommendation with this as well is that if you've got a calendar, start notching off on a calendar. So every single day, put a little tick. I've drunk my 3 litres of water. Tick, tick, tick. Because it then starts getting addictive. As you start seeing the ticks on your calendar, it starts to become addictive. All right, so yeah, so give me a wee hell yes in the chat. Let me know if you're going to take part in this challenge, and that way I can check in and see how it's going for you. All right, so that's me for the day, guys. Have an awesome rest of your Wednesday. I look forward to seeing you all taking part. Be happy, blah, blah, blah. No, fuck that. I got tongue twisted there. I was looking across there to see who was talking. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, and we'll see you in the next one.